The meme stock wars are back. Do you guys remember this? These short sellers, these big hedge funds, started making big bets against GameStop, causing the stock to go down. Retail investors got pissed. I'm giving you the really simple version. They got pissed because they're like, GameStop doesn't need to go out of business. It's just that the stock is being attacked by people who are believing that, well, look, when institutions launch short sale attacks, then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what happened? Retail investors went nuclear, started buying up tons of the stock, driving the price up, and destroying hedge funds. Apparently, since the return of Roaring Kitty this morning, there's been a total loss of, I think, $1 billion from the short sellers. So Roaring Kitty, for those that don't know, he's like the original guy who helped kick this whole thing off. Andrew Tate says he's going to put $1 million into GameStop. And some dude says Andrew Tate legit going to lose $2 million just to try and cost some dude billions of dollars. And Tate said, correct. So here we go, baby. I ain't going to give anybody no financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do with these meme stocks. But I got to say, these meme stocks show the power of regular people and retail investors. Before we begin, I want to tell you a little story about a stock called DJT, Donald Trump's Truth Social stock. And oh boy, I'd love to just say right now, I was right the whole time. So Donald Trump's stock goes public. The value increases. Right now, you can see here in the recently viewed, it's at $54. I purchased about a dozen or so shares for fun because I'm like, yo, I want to have a piece of that. It's a little trophy. It's a little digital marker that, like, you've got a piece of Trump Truth Social. I don't know if I'm going to get rich off it. Probably not. But it's fun to have, right? To be a part of it. That's what I said. I said, I don't think Donald Trump's stock could go down because the people buying it are just Trump supporters who want a piece of Donald Trump. They want to be involved in this movement. Trump becomes, what he got? He got a $1.8 billion bonus performance value off Truth Social. And Truth Social really, it just is the Trump network. Something happened. The DJT price tanked to around $28. And all of these leftists and liberals are gloating, saying, ha ha, you bought the stock, you moron. And I'm like, guys, I only bought about a dozen. It's a couple $100. And I did it for fun. I did it for fun. I don't know. And then I said this. I didn't think the stock could go down because I thought it was Trump supporters. And, well, I guess I was wrong. I was like, people really are selling off the stock. But as it turns out, it is being reported that, in fact, it wasn't a sell-off from Trump supporters, but a short sale attack. That's right. Institutional investors saw that this doesn't make sense. Why would Trump's stock be worth so much? So they short sale it. They tried a short sale attack, driving the price down. It didn't work. Within a day or two, it rebounded right away. Back up to $55, $54.26. Here we are. Yeah, I was right. And I'll tell you this too, because when I met Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago a week or so ago, this actually came up. Bill Pulte was talking about DJT, and Trump said, we knew something was weird about it because our people aren't selling this stock. They're not buying it because they think they're going to get rich. He said something to that effect, and I said, I agree. Why would a Trump supporter put $20 or $50 into a stock and then sell it off? That makes no sense. It's because these billionaires are playing games. But now lessons shall be taught. GameStop is back, baby. Yahoo Finance reporting the stock soared as much as 110% on Monday and was temporarily halted for volatility after Roaring Kitty, the person who is seen as the Kickstarter of the meme, posted online for the first time since 2021. Identified as Keith Gill, became a prominent figure in the Wall Street bets and YouTube for his bullish stance on GameStop. Sunday's post on X included a meme of a video gamer leaning forward, appearing to take the game seriously. The last time he posted on X was June 2021. Gill was known for posting commentary about why GameStop would go higher and eventually testified before Congress about the massive January 2021 short squeeze spurred by an army of retail traders. Short interest on GameStop sits around 24% of the float, according to an S3 Partners data. Including today's losses, GME shorts are now down $1.34 billion with a B in May, month-to-date losses, and now down $952 million for the year. Monday's gains follow a recent rally in meme-related stocks. Theater chain AMC gained 19%, while Trump Media and Technology gained 8%. Short sellers may be in for a bumpy and bloody ride in these stocks, said Dusanowski. There you go. As Yahoo Finance's Jared Bleeker recently noted, the recent meme stock surge doesn't appear to be the ominous signal it has in the past, but rather a healthy risk appetite for investments. We're in a brave new world, my friends. A cartoon on X just sent GameStop shares surging 68%. Well, more than that, but it is flickering up and down. Roaring Kitty just posted this one at 11 a.m. this morning, and it's a video which shows Thanos of the Avengers grabbing the Infinity Gauntlet and then saying, "Fine, I'll do it myself." As if to imply he has returned and there is something big about to happen. This is huge news. And, I'll tell you what. Again, I'm not giving anybody financial advice. You don't come to me for medical financial advice, okay? You got to talk to your trusted personnel. But let me tell you, this GameStop gain of 110%. You're sitting there, you see a post from Roaring Kitty, this guy who kicked off this big spike, and you know what's coming. First thing Monday morning, let's say you put $100,000 into GameStop. Few hours later, you've doubled your money. Sell if you want. I don't know. I don't know what these people are doing. I'm just saying. The people who are tracking this stuff are getting rich. Think about the DJT stock. This one's fascinating. Let's take a look at DJT, and we can see here. Is there a better way to pull up their charts? Here we go. This is what's absolutely fascinating. Look at this. It's ridiculous. Let's go back in time. We got 5 days. We got 3 months. We can see here $22.84 on April 16th. Heavens me. They say that it was a short sale attack, that DJT had no reason to go down. Look at this. It was at $66 just before. I think it was, is that the highest it was? Oh, I'm sorry. The high was 71. The close was 66. Right. It's $72. You take a look at the 3 month, and right now you can see the low was $22.55 and it closed at $22. It was a short sale attack. What happened? Here's how short sales work. I know most of you probably already know, but I'll break it down. This is the infinite risk of a short sale. It's dangerous. If I spend $55 right now on a share of Trump Truth Social, I can only lose $50. Let's say tomorrow DJT goes to zero. That's it. I can't sell it. $50 is gone. But short selling is dangerous. Here's why. The way a short sale works is there are 3 parties. Let's say we got A, B, and C. All right. You, me, and Trump. We'll say that. So I go to Trump and I say, "Hey, Trump, let me borrow one of the shares of DJT." And he says, "Okay, I'll lend it to you. Just get it back to me in a month." I say, "Okay." I then go to you. All right. Trump's over there. He lent me the share. I say, "Hey, you want to buy this share for $55? And you say, "Deal." I then sell you the share for $55. I now have $55 in cash in my pocket, but I owe Trump 1 share, not cash. I'm making a bet that next week the share will go down. So here's what happens. In a typical short sale, I've got $55. You've got the share. Trump says you owe me. I wait 2 weeks. The share price drops down to $20. I then go back to you and say, "I'll buy that share for you for $20, or anyone else. I'll buy a share for $20. And they go, "Deal." I give them the $20. I have the share and $35. I give Trump his share back. I have $35. Now, the risk here is that Trump lends me a share of DJT. I go to you and I say $55 for this share. You say, "Deal." And I'm laughing saying, this Trump stock is going to collapse and I'm going to make a ton of money when it does, because then I can buy it back up for cheap and pay off my lenders, give them their shares back. But the next day it's at $100. And I'm like, oh crap. I only have $55. If I'm going to give Trump the share back that he lent me, I've got to spend an additional $45 I don't have. Well, maybe I'll wait and it'll go down again. The next day it's $200. Oh, geez. The next day it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A week goes by. It's $1 million a share. I don't have that. Trump comes a knocking and says, where's that share you owe me? You owe me the value of a share, which is $1 million. And I say, I don't have it. So what happens? What we're seeing right now with these meme stocks is really fascinating. You know, Andrew Tate, we must unite against the matrix, he says. What we're seeing with these meme stocks is just this. You've got GameStop. These big hedge funds thought that they could sink GameStop all the way to the bottom. So what happens is when they do this short sale, laughing, smoking their cigars, a whole bunch of retail investors, that means people like you and me using mobile apps, they start buying the stock, driving the price up and squeezing demand, and then they say diamond hands. Diamond hands means your hands will not let go of this stock no matter what. You know why that's awesome? Well, you see what happens is these hedge funds, these billionaires who are trying to make money off of tanking the stock of a company, they can't buy any because everybody says no. And when demand is high but supply is low, ooh, do you feel the squeeze? Because the more people refuse to sell, the more the hedge funds have to offer to buy the shares back and pay off their lenders. But that means if they say, okay, we bought this stock at $50 and now it's at 60, we are losing $10 per share. We need to exit this short position now. They run around going, will you sell your shares? And they go, diamond hands, baby. Nope. Okay, what about you? Will you? Diamond hands, baby. Nope. They say, oh my God, we can't buy a single share at $60. So then they go back around to everybody, $70. No. $80. No. 90. 100? No. Now they're panicking. They're going to lose $50 for every share. 100% loss on their investment. Oh boy. Yep. Not just breaking even. No, a loss. That $50 million they put in is gone, and they got to spend $50 million more. Now, what happens if no one ever sells their stock and they lock it all up? The demand will be massive. And here's what's funny. Those people who lent out those shares for those short sales are going to start noticing that the shares that are actually accounting to their investment, there's a lot of money there. Some of these people don't realize that their brokers lend out the shares for the shorts. And they'll say, hey, I want to sell. These shares are now at a ridiculously high price. Uh-oh. Now it comes calling in. And those in those positions are going to have their shorts called, and they're going to say, we don't have enough money to cover the losses of this short position, which as of right now is $1.34 billion. $1.34 billion effectively being transferred into the pockets of regular old Joes. You got to love it. That's why Andrew Tate says, fight the matrix. Now, I don't know if I have any GameStop. Another meme stock is AMC. And I guess DJT. I do have a dozen DJT. I don't even really care. I have a dozen or so. I have the Trump Media and Technology Group stock for fun because I think it's just fun to have. And I have about a dozen AMC. I don't have that many. I don't really care for the meme stock things because I don't want to. I don't have any GameStop or anything like that. I don't want to be involved in buying any stock where the influence of my show could affect the price. And I don't want to tell anybody to buy. I don't want to do any of that. It's bad enough you got Congress. A bill gets introduced and it's like, ban digital company. And they're like, wow, I'm going to short sell that company right now and then vote yes. And I get rich. Basically stealing money. That's what it is. Congress is stealing money. Let me stress this. When Congress is going to vote on a bill or hear testimony, and they know the stock price will move, they're committing fraud, in my opinion, against these traders, these day traders, and these retirement accounts, and these mom and pop retail investors. Here's how it works: When you look at Nancy Pelosi's wealth, and you see if you follow Quiver Quantitative, they're on X, and they track Congress's trades. When Nancy Pelosi's net worth goes up by $200,000, sometimes it's simple. She owned a stock from a while ago, and then something happened. It became more valuable. Let's say Nancy Pelosi 10 years ago bought a bunch of gold, or gold ETF or something, and then today gold ETF goes way up. Okay, her net worth goes up with it. Nothing wrong there. No beef. However, let's say that there is a company that produces graphene, for instance, and someone in Congress says, we've got this bill to fund massively this graphene company, or there's a list of companies that are going to receive a grant from the U.S. government for the production of graphene. Graphene can be used for batteries and all these other things. Nancy Pelosi then tells her broker, buy graphene. These companies specifically. Not illegal, apparently. And then, not hers, let's say a member of Congress, because I don't know what Nancy's doing. So then this person goes to the investor and says, I'd like to buy 100 of your shares. And they said, wow, okay, thanks, great. Knowing that they're going to vote in a way that will increase the value of those shares. You know why that's stealing? The people who sold the shares then regret it. And they say, damn, it's up 30%. Congress just voted on this. I wish I didn't sell. Had that member of Congress informed the person, we are going to vote on something that will increase the value of this, and it's why we want it. Well, that person would have said no, because I want a piece of the pie as well. So all they're doing is withholding information so that these people can't make the appropriate trades. Now, if they weren't in government or in the company, I mean, it's fine. If you're a guy, and you're a scientist, and you discover that graphene can be more easily produced and there's a revolution coming, and then you go and buy it, that's totally fine. That's not ripping anybody off. You're saying, wow, I think we can make graphene for half the price. That's going to make it so much more valuable, mass produced. So you buy into these companies that are now more profitable. That's fine. But when you vote directly to impact it, that's the cheating. I don't know where this GameStop stuff goes, but it's fun to see the return of the meme stocks, and the short sellers are burning up. So, all I can really do is say have fun. I don't give financial advice. Thanks for hanging out. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel, and I will see you all then.